guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Unrealistic, but also known as Anene. And if this is your first time coming through, welcome. Please don't waste any time. Just subscribe, like, and hit the notification button for more videos. I know my hair looks weird, but I just thought of something fun to do, so I decided to do my hair like this. Okay, so guys, the video is all about asking the gents just to know what is it that we are doing wrong as ladies, yeah? So I did ask a burning question of when did you realize that she is not the one? So we're going to talk about the red flags, and then the gents had to give me answers, and then I may react to some of them. Maybe I might have been through some situation, some because you know we all have a little toxicity, you know, but we all have that, you know, that extra girlfriend inside our heart as girls. So, oh, guys, I look like a bitch from Drag Queens. I'm not happy. It's the light. I switch off the lights. I did everything, and I'm still not happy. I look super pale, and I don't like this. And when I look at myself in the mirror, it's not like this. Lungin, it's fine. Okay, so guys, the first gent said, okay, let me just read the first gentleman. He said, when she tried to put hands on me, lol, but it's not really funny. So I'm guessing, was he trying to fight? Or because when you put your hands on someone, it's when you're fighting them. So.
Time for me and you to just separate. Stop. Bitch. I tell you, stop.
You're a bitch.
You know what?
You're a bitch.
Stop. Stop. I'm out.
So the gent is saying that it wasn't fun. So it wasn't funny, but the fact that he said lol, so I think he moved past that situation. But ladies, stop putting hands on men. Men, stop putting hands on women. Like, I don't get it. If you don't like someone or you're frustrated with them, find another solution. Go for a walk. Block him and unblock him. That's another toxicity inside. So block him or unblock him. That's another thing toxic women do. Like I sometimes, when I see that I'm frustrated with someone, I just block them because I need to deal with the anger and then unblock them again. So it's very stupid. It's very girly and it's very stupid. I don't know why. I don't know if you ladies do it. Just leave a comment below with your situation. But do something. Don't put hands on someone because you don't know how they react. Some dudes will be like, okay, you want to fight? Let's go. And the next thing, it's money, GPV. And now go to yabo. So yeah, so that's the first one. Okay, this next person said that when she shows lack of cooperation, that means she won't be a good partner. First of all, you play your part as a partner and they play their part as a partner, because from the get-go, what was it? I don't want to say initiative, but what was the agreement to your relationship? What were you guys both looking for, and where are you guys taking each other? So you need to have a better communication of what's gonna happen. If there's no direction and you're not proving yourself, obviously the person will lose interest. Either it's a female or a male, they still lose interest in you. So you need to prove yourself, but you can't say that they lack. If you know that you're trying on your end and they not, then it's not your fault. There's nothing you can do about it. You just need to move on. You need to just suck it up and move on and leave the person the way they are. Maybe they're just not for you. But if you are not trying and expect someone to be trying, then you need to work on yourself.
I'm loving you all right now. Love Flav. Drama.
Yeah. That's it. But you don't teach someone else how to love you. You have to love yourself, and they're gonna have to also love themselves, and then together join that partnership and see what can you guys develop together. But you don't make someone else love themselves. They need to love themselves first. Yeah. So that's it. Second question. Okay, the third question, I didn't understand what this guy was saying. So he said, when we saw you. I don't know this guy, but he said when we saw you. Maybe he wanted to say when we saw it, when we first met. I think maybe he was trying to say that when they first met, that's when he realized he ain't shit. She ain't shit. But I don't know what this person means. Maybe sometimes some relationships, this happen a lot when you are crushing on a guy and he's crushing back, and then you like texting and everything's fun, but when it's time for you guys to meet up, it's not the same vibe. Maybe that's what happened, and then he realized, okay, this is not for me. Maybe blood, you know, blood. Well, mix and water. Blood and water. Season 2.
We up in this bitch.
Oh yeah, but I don't know, like I don't know what happened, but some situation it does happen that you crush on someone and they crush back, and when you guys trying to give it a chance and put it into words and make it a relationship, and it doesn't work, and it's okay. It's just part of growing, you know. You have feelings, your heart connects with different people, but there are certain things that you cannot change about someone else, so you don't need to be hard on yourself because of that person, period. Okay, let me see. The next question said, we fought for a toothpaste. I don't know if maybe we're using too much toothpaste, but like if you start fighting or finding reasons to fight for little things, something's wrong. And it's like how they, you know what they say, like if you're not going to be happy in your house, and obviously at work you are going to be stressed out and you need to go and rest and be in your comfort place, but then your home is not your comfort place, then
you would be surprised the things people put up with just to have somebody to say they love them. That's I don't understand. I can't live in dysfunction. I'm sorry.
Next question. Ooh, I feel like the light, it's so bright, that's why. Okay, so the next question, this one is written in isiZulu. Basically the guy is saying that he said good night to his girlfriend, and the girlfriend told the guy that I'm going to bed, and then it is what it is, and then the next thing they met up at Imlazga Max. So that's when this dude realized that, okay, it is what it is. I've had an incident like that, but it wasn't saying good night. I said to my boyfriend, I'm not going anywhere. I don't know what, like I'm just home right now. And yes, I was home. And then he said after the game, he's going to go home. The next thing we met in a party. And then he was like, what happened? And I'm like, oh no, my friend just came in and he decided we should go and drink. And I didn't update him about it. So he was communicating with me and never said that he was going to go to that place. So we were both at fault at that when it comes to that situation, but I will take the blame more because I didn't tell him that, hey, I changed my mind, I'm leaving now. So yeah. Okay, this one is interesting because sometimes, like Mina, for me, I love money. So this one said that when she asked for money on the first date. You know what, guys, let me tell you something. Sometimes you date someone because you know that, okay, they moneyed and you want to get some bags. But ladies, don't be, men know that women love money and they love to be spoiled. But now how early, I owe, now you're big. But no, acting, this does happen, you know. It does happen that you need cash, right? You need cash, and your relationship is still at its lowest point, and it's kind of not easy to ask a guy. But also I also say to guys, let's say for example, nice dude, well off, stable, into businesses, have a nice career on top of that, and you're doing great, you have your own home, your own house, you're in your own everything, you can actually afford some of your girlfriend's needs, not want, needs. And here you are on a date with this girl and you can see that she's trying to impress you, but she doesn't have the rands are not working, or the dollars are not working. Now we get, I'm so telling she perfume me get, oh I nani okay, I understand. My roses awahamba no 200 rand ukuthenga isinkwa emuva ngoba uyambona lo muntu uzamile. It's not your responsibility. There's a power in the ability to be a man when it comes to being a man. A man is supposed to be protective, supposed to provide, because that's how society or the universe told us that men are, and women, you just, you know, next to your man, supporting them, but emotionally. So there's even the Bible, which I'm not too sure with the verse, the one that talks about where Jesus is telling John to look to mama, put your eye on God. So there's a reason why it's put in like that. Imagine if I'm married and you're not married. Obviously, you know how women, we will be like, I'll protect my man, I'm gonna be kind. But if I'm the provider, it doesn't work well. And it's not nice as a guy knowing that you can't do much for your wife, and you're maybe a house husband, and the next thing your wife is cheating on you, bossing you around, and doing all those things. And so there's certain things, there's a reason why they are put in place the way they are put in place. We're not saying do, but you can't be wanting me to be submissive to you when you doing nothing. I'm not going to be your slave, first of all. So you need to show me what you have and where are we going. Because Mina, myself, as much as we believe in women empowerment, but individual, we also have our own goals and our own things. Mina, if I have to be in love with you, and yes, I'm going to support everything. I'm going to have my own dreams. I'm going to have my own things, but I'm also going to be supportive to my partner throughout everything. So I'm not going to say I'm an independent woman, because once you put that, there's this new feminist going on where women are, they're bossing up. They're not talking out of confidence, but they are now becoming their own boss. Like I've heard the one story where a woman said, apparently there's a country or place where there's going to be a law where if you're married and you don't want to have kids and your husband wants to have kids, you can actually go to court and say, I don't want to have kids. But at the end of the day, men cannot actually bring people to the world. We are, okay, maybe now science, but like we are the one that produce. So as much as we need a donor, but we are still the one. So as it is, guys, we can't keep on fighting the system. You can't keep on fighting the law. You can't fighting life, because that's life. So we can have the dreams, we can have the confidence, we can have the independency going on, but mina myself, I want a man to be a man. Indoda aibe indoda. I believe in indoda, and indoda must be indoda in my household. So yes, I'll give you your part and I'll make you lead my family, and I'll be very strong believer in whatever that you believe in, if it does have a direction. But if it doesn't, bye Bruce Lee, bye, take your karate with you. I'm not going with you. Next question. Guys. Anyways, so okay, so there's another question. This person didn't answer. They just said that there's a lot of things that contribute towards red flags, but as soon as you see one red flag, the next one comes in, and I do believe in that. I once dated a guy. Oh, this was too short. This relationship was too short because I recognized bullshit. So I was still in uni, so I was studying law at that time, my first year, and I had to go and do court observation. I had to go and do court observation, and I went to Tuzuma Magistrate Court. So when I was there, I'd met this guy and we started talking, right? I don't want to say dating, because the only thing I've done with that guy was baby kiss him, and I can't say gabanjo. But anyway,
my stay in Durban was very juicy, especially with the information that I got.
So I was on and off with my boyfriend, so I decided to go to like a date with this guy, and I was caught. And it was so uncalled for. But so this happened because my boyfriend wasn't paying attention, he didn't care, he wasn't picking up. The relationship was just dying. 2 weeks without even getting any high from him. So it's like, yeah. So I was really going on dates with someone else. So this guy, when we first met, this guy had this whole vision. You know how Nelson Mandela actually said this in Ntombi Shelwa Ngamanga. So this guy went above and beyond with the lies. He said something like he was an interpreter at that magistrate court, and then he was also studying law, and Tommy's got his own apartment, he's got a car, he's got this, he's got that. And I didn't even ask for those things. I didn't say anything. I at that time, money didn't matter. But now I understand why. It's like the Holy Trinity. Like, it all works out together. It's all part of one thing. Money, men, stability, organize. It's all part of one. Peace, progress. Those are the type of things. So this guy kept on saying this thing, and then first date we took a taxi. How? I using it on the weekends. Second date, he came with the friend's car. Like, I kept on seeing so many red flags. Like, I was like, dude, but why did you have to lie to me? Now I'm here confused as hell, and you're telling me that we can't go to movies and maybe drink at your place because you're staying with someone and that's their apartment. Not because I wanted umuntu kanje, but because you already told me a lie. What else are you gonna lie about? So I'm not gonna be part of that. Right now I do have a situation where I was speaking to a guy who's exactly like that. One day I'll do a story time about him. He must just chill. He's gonna be part of my stories. Anyways, so yeah, so the more you see more red flags, guys, leave, because some red flags don't lead to death, and you don't want that to happen to any family member. And even if you see your family member putting themselves in a situation where it might lead to things like that, take that person out of that situation. Yes, Vela, it's very hard because some people are very stubborn, but yeah. Okay, so the next dude said he wasn't too sure, but he said that he's trying to think of a situation, but there's no situation. However, for him, the big red flags are a woman who drinks, a woman who has tattoos, and a woman who doesn't have a matric. Matric is a senior year in America. So if you don't have your GED or you don't have your matric, for him is a turn off. It's a turn off for him. So you shouldn't have tattoos or drink. I will just say, go and get yourself a Maria somewhere in Catholic church, because you're not going to get that Han soon. And if you do, they better be faithful, because most of them will be lying. Some girls will lie and tell you that they don't drink. They do. Some girls will tell you that they don't drink. Sometimes they don't. They don't drink. They don't have tattoos, but they cheat. So there's always going to be something, like at the end of the day, if you're looking for someone, you need to also understand that there's no perfection. There's no someone who's perfect for the perfect future. There's no someone that's perfect for you. Oh, sorry, for just like the universe, when you're telling us also this is a perfect person. There's no perfect person. So you need to actually see what else could they, because sometimes you find that they don't have matric. Maybe they get sick when they go to school, but they are business minded, So if you're gonna be chasing women according to certain things that sometimes they don't have control over, maybe they drinking, not aware that they got into alcohol because of the influence of the household that they grew up in. So some situations you can actually change a person, some situations you cannot, but you know what's good for you. Yeah, but the next thing you're gonna say, you're gonna want a woman with no stretch marks, a woman with curves, a woman who's tall, a woman who speaks for themselves, and then the next thing I'm going to tell you to just get clay and start building your woman Jesus, because I cannot. Anyways, this guy said, it's also written in isiZulu and English. So he said that when she said, I mustn't call her because ukababa wengane. So basically when the girlfriend texted the guy and said that you shouldn't call me because I'm at my baby daddy's house. What I mean? Wait.
Something ain't adding up here. 2 + 2 = 4. But this equation seems a bit off.
dude, that girl's not over the baby daddy. I'm sorry. Like, Ushiya ingane. If you're not dating someone, don't sleep over at their house. You leave the child and leave and go. Even if you patisa ingane po se ngcono. So that means they're having a relationship. They are together. When they see each other, they bang. And that's another thing. Another cycle that's not hard to break. It's when you are holding on to memories that you make with that person, or things that make you comfortable, make you happy about that person. You find that the whole person is shitty, but then there are certain things that you are holding on because there's a certain type of memory or happiness that the person brings it to you. That's where the problem starts. Okay, so for this one, it's written in isiZulu and English as well. So I'm gonna try and just summarize it because it was a bit long. So this dude is saying that every time you try and change a routine or try and change the subject when it's time to speak about something important. For example, let's say, for example, you don't have a matric or a GED and your boyfriend's like, you need to go and get this so that you can get a job. And every time you bring that up, your partner always have an excuse or try to say, oh, manje bona ukuthi angifundile, blah, 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 so you think I'm dumb, blah, blah, blah. You know, when you always bring negativity when someone's trying to build you or trying to change your future or trying to help you out in a situation or calling you out for something that's actually bullshit that you are doing, and you always think that they're arguing, they're trying to attack you. Sometimes it's not out of attack, it's out of love, and you need to take the tough love, but you're not willing to take that. Bruce Lee, you need to leave. It's time for you to say goodbye. So take yourself out of that. You can't build a bitch.
Next person walk out my life, I'm going with them. I'm sick of my shit too.
Those people are narcissists. You need to move away from those people. So for your own peace and your own mind and your own mental health, she gotta go. She gotta go. That's a red flag. Leave. I'm sorry if I didn't mention it. I tried to wrap up because it was from Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. So I'm sorry if I left anything behind. However, and also another toxic thing that you need to realize, that you need to move away from those people. It's the people that say they don't want you, but they keep on calling you. If someone keeps on calling you and telling you, hey, I miss you, or it doesn't say they miss you, they just want you around, but they don't want you forever. Try and move away from those people because they are in it just to take away something that's more important in your life, which is your growth, experience, everything. So you just need to move away from those people. Red flag, leave. So for me, it's always going to be, I feel like for me, the red flag is a man that complains, a weak man. I cannot stand. I have a very strong personality, but like a weak man. A man that complain about their mother, saying that my mom always asking me for money. My mom. A man that complains about girls who are asking for money in relationships. Like, if you don't want to give a girl money, you don't need to complain about that. Just don't do it. Just tell them, sorry, I'm not going to do that. A man that complains about pain from ex-girlfriends. A man that will complain. A complainer. Let me just put it that way. I have experienced bullshit and back, but I am a tough cookie. I can be a tough cookie. I'm only saying this because it's YouTube. That's when I release all these stories of things that happen in my life or things that happen around me. But I am a tough cookie. So you don't hear me talk. I only talk if it's just for that session for me to talk about it. But you don't hear me walking around. Yes, I do go through pain. In fact, I do get depressed. And I do try and find ways of actually dealing with it. But complaining to a girl, you know, guys, there's a difference between... Another thing that I want to say to men, if you are broke, it doesn't mean that women don't like you because you're broke. They don't like what comes with with your brokenness. You come with a broken heart. You always want to make everyone feel sorry for you. We all go through the same shit. Women go through more shit than men. But men feel like, oh, we have to always be strong, but we're actually weak. we are also weak. We are also weak. We also have our own family problems. First of all, women do come with the baggage by nature, because when we think about it, when you were a kid, you don't do your chores. Who's doing that? Your sisters are doing it. So they'll automatically come with some sort of mental problem. So we also have our own shit. But like a guy that complains everything and say, oh, I don't want to take it serious because you're gonna leave me, you're too pretty for me, or I don't want to take it serious because, you know, because I'm broke. One day you're gonna get a man with money. If you don't trust yourself, red flag. Ladies, leave. You can't do anything for those men. Like, stop holding on to that one to that one event where they took you for a dinner date and you had your best, you had a best time in your life, and now you're holding on to that. You need to leave those dudes. They're not gonna change. They're not gonna change. There's nothing you can do about it. They're not gonna change. I cannot. A complainer, bye, because those people, they will hold you back. They will hold you back every day. In some cases, they even borrow money from you, and you know they're not gonna pay you. Or maybe they take because you are in a relationship and they end up not paying you. You end up buying food for their family and all these toxic things that you do for these broke people. Not broke financially only, but broke mentally, because they don't have what it takes. I say this, I was broke, been struggling for years now, but I always find a way out. If my door to be, for example, if I still want to be a lawyer, and I know that it's hard for me to be a lawyer because I don't have fundings, and if I apply, I still don't get them. By getting a job and studying law, it doesn't mean that I won't get to my destination. It's just that I'm changing my path just to get there. So if you're a dude and saying that you're struggling, you're hungry, and you're just holding on to the one thing and it's still not working for you, and you keep on holding on and you're still not working, why don't you find another way of getting in? And now you're going to complain about it? Hey, my friends. Hey, the way I'm single till today, I'm single, I am happy. The stress of being with someone who does not want to help themselves. Okay guys, so that's it for me. Thank you so much guys. I hope we took some, so we'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching. Please do tune in again next week to your girl Anene. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification button for more videos. Thank you so much. It's your girl.